Well, obviously, this is a big fight here, but what did you think about this matchup when you first heard it? I think this one kind of surprised some people when it came together.
Yeah, I think it's a great matchup. I think both of us will come out and throw bombs. I mean, that's what everybody wants to see. I think they're going to get that with us, and it's going to be a great fight. It's a great matchup.
Do you think it's like the right level for you, the right time? As far as I know, you're kind of making your way up that ladder. Is it the right guy at the right time?
Oh yeah, man, I'm ready. I've arrived. I'm ready to go. I can go with the best of them. My last loss was against Yushin Okami, and I was just a pure wrestler then. You saw I'm on a 3-fight winning streak. I'm getting better as I go on inside the octagon. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready. You're gonna see fireworks for sure.
You talk about the win streak, it seems like you get better and better every fight when people keep looking at it and seeing good things. What's clicking for you right now? Why are we seeing this development so quick?
I'm a product of my environment. Like all the guys over at Rain Training Center and Kings MMA, we put it together, man. Like we actually give to each other as much as possible. I try to give to them as much as possible what I know, and they try to do the same thing with me. It's kind of like we're like all superheroes, so to speak. We got our own powers. But we're sharing our powers, and we have the ability to take people's powers, and they have the ability to share their powers and keep their powers at the same time.
I was watching X-Men on the flight over here.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. We're like super friends, super fighters. That's what we are, man. That's how it is, and it's great. I love the environment I'm in. I'm thriving underneath it. All the other guys are. We keep winning at the gym, so I mean, it's unbelievable, man. It's great.
This is the kind of the historic 5-round fight. I don't think anybody thinks it's going 5 rounds, but
I don't either.
What do you think? I mean, do you train differently? Do you prepare differently? How do you approach it?
No, man, it's not going 5 rounds. I guarantee it. It's not going 5 rounds. I mean, it's going to be an exciting fight. I believe it's not going to go past the second. If not the first. So. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Just don't blink because you're going to see a lot happen.
Do you let yourself consider where you're at after this fight? I mean, I know you're always talking about developing and getting better and just kind of taking your time, but nice win streak, a lot of big names in there. Do you let yourself think about where you're at?
No, man. I kind of just take fight per fight. I beat some big names, but at the same time, I'm starting to consider myself a big name in the sport, and I'm there. Like I said, I've arrived. And I'm ready, so I told you I'm a product of my environment, and I'm just gonna let the chips fall where they may, and I'm here, I'm ready.
What was that told you that you arrived? Was it a moment in the gym? Was it something you did? Did you just feel it? Do you just know it, or what is it?
I feel it in my nowhere. Like you have a nowhere. You just know when you're nowhere. So that's the quote of the day.
You know
I know in my nowhere that I've arrived. Like in practices, and my last fight against Damian Maia, like I think it's a culmination of things. I think it's something that just kind of happened, kind of like events started happening in my life when I opened up the gym. And then from then on, it was just like, man, I started learning. All these guys started coming. And then I started winning. And then I'm here. I've arrived. So it's just a culmination of things, man. So I'm very excited for this fight. And I'm excited for the public to see, how I've come along and how I've evolved in mixed martial arts.
If things go well and you're then in line for, let's say, a title shot, maybe if not after this fight, then maybe one more after that. Have you thought about that and the possibility of saying, hey, you want a title shot? Well, it's Anderson.
I know. Well, yeah, we've thought about that, and we'll cross that bridge when it comes. But way before I was like on my winning streak and where I'm at, Anderson said he'd be retired before I got there, and it's kind of a meteoric rise right now, and I'm there, and I don't know what's gonna happen, and I respect him. He's my friend, I love the guy, man. He's an awesome person to me, awesome training partner, and I just don't know what to think about that, So that's something we have to talk about, So but you saw me fight Aaron Simpson. He was a great friend of mine. I mean, it's getting to that point where you're gonna have to fight your friends, you know. And although you don't want to do it, that fight against Aaron Simpson was exciting. You know, it was a back and forth war, and you know, yeah, it's like I said, we'll cross that bridge when it comes. You know.
What are you expecting to see out of Chris, man? It seems like his last fight was one of the best ones we've ever seen, and the fight before that was awful. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he kind of rides that roller coaster sometimes. What are you expecting to see out of him? Out of Chris?
Chris Lieben? Oh man, you know, I expect for him to come forward, load his left hand, just get hit in the face and throw bombs. That's what I expect. I expect him to do that and just keep coming forward, man. That's what I expect from him. I expect him to bring the fight, and I'm going to bring it to him.
Are you going to fight him in a clever way?
Always. I fight in a clever way always, so you can call me the Fox Man, you know, because I try to be clever as much as possible inside the octagon. I don't, you know, I'm not, I mean, although I kind of look like a slugger, you know, I mean, I'm not. You know, you look at this face, I'm really not a slugger, you know, but I come with intellect, I come with skill and strategy. That's what I do, and, you know, I believe in who I am, and I'm going to be who I am inside the octagon. You know, I'm a wrestler, you know.
No, one of your great qualities has always been your massive resilience, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, and I've proven that I got a chin. I've proven that I can definitely strike with the best. I've proven that I have power in my hands. I prove it time and again, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it on Saturday.
Well, Mark, I've heard you say I'm not afraid to stand there and trade with Chris Lieben, but the wrestling pedigree that you have is, you know, top of the line.
Yeah.
So what is it about that? I mean, it would seem to me from the outside looking in, the easy thing for you to do is just go put him on his back and beat him up.
Yeah.
So where does that come from that you say, no, I'm going to stand and trade? Is that you trying to prove a point? Is that your development? I mean, what is that?
Yeah, I mean, if it gets to the point where we stand and trade, it's going to be there. But, you know, at the same time, like, hey, I know who I am. You know, I know I'm a wrestler. I'm going to put him on his back, and I'm going to throw bombs. I mean, I love the ground and pound game, you know, so it's no secret. I'm going to take him down. I am. If he can get back up, that's great. He's going back down again, but nonetheless, bombs are going to be coming. I don't just pitter-patter on top. I'm not like that. You know, I'm Donkey Kong when I come on top. Donkey Kong is coming out. Those Donkey Kong punches are coming from everywhere, every angle. I mean, hammer punches, you know, I don't know, man. Just hammer punches, like sledgehammer punches. I mean, everything is coming at him. The kitchen sink from the top position. So, yeah, man, just call them Donkey Kong punches because that's what they are.
Apologies if this was asked earlier, but how do you feel about the fans, kind of, in some senses, some fans complaining that this wasn't a main event, and how do you feel about that personally? And obviously, you and Chris are making history here as the first non-title fight to be 5 rounds.
I don't care. They can say what they want, but when they watch the fight, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I was wrong." So, you know, I love proving people wrong. I mean, it's gonna be a great main event. I mean, you're gonna just see you know, like I said, you know, people love to watch fireworks.
And you know, November the 5th, you obviously know it's bonfire night in the UK.
That's right.
When we set off fireworks.
That's right.
And we celebrate Guy Fawkes trying to blow up Parliament, believe it or not.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, you're gonna see fireworks the first time, and then you're gonna see the second time on bonfire night. You know, so who doesn't like to watch fireworks? Because that's what's gonna happen. You know, I mean, I don't care if they said, "Oh, this main event sucks." Who cares, man? They suck. They're gonna watch this. They're gonna watch this main event fight, and they're gonna love it.
Lovely.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Mark.
you.
Appreciate it.
Mark.
Thank you.